After a district-wide internet outage yesterday, River's Wi-Fi is back online. Good morning and welcome to This Week. I'm Niles Cowan.
And I'm Nishan Howard. The boys' soccer season is starting to kick off. More on that later.
The VPS School Board recently held a meeting about upcoming budget cuts. CR News correspondent Ember Roan reports. Ember?
Hi, Niles. Last Tuesday, the VPS School Board held a meeting regarding Resolution 941. A resolution that would reduce funding for the educational program plan for 2026 to 27 school year by approximately $24 million. Wednesday morning, all staff, students, and families were emailed in reference to the school board's decision, rising concerns on education for students and the risk of job loss for teachers. We talked to Mr. Sacco, a union representative, about the conclusion.
I think we've seen already some impacts of the budget cuts before in the past. We know right now that with fewer resources, little money, we might lose teachers, we might lose staff that are really important to the community.
We also spoke to Ms. McAnally, another one of our union representatives, that stated students are not going to be able to get the education that they deserve with the resolution passed. The budget cut will go into effect next year. Ember Roan, CR News.
The most important thing for students to do right now is to take forecasting for next year seriously because it may impact what classes are offered.
Advanced Horticulture and FFA students recently partnered with Vancouver Urban Forestry to plant trees in eastern Vancouver. The event took place on a rocky hillside and was attended by 20 members of the river community, with 3 paraeducators assisting them as they planted trees. As a thank you for their hard work and dedication, the students were given pizza for lunch. If you're interested in gaining a deeper understanding of plants, consider signing up for horticulture.
This last Monday was the annual military fair where students looked at different branches of the military to help them decide if they want to sign up after high school.
Our government and our military has recognized the importance that every individual needs to have their own life, right? They need a paycheck, they need to be able to take care of their family, and they do a pretty good job of making sure every individual is cared for. They care about every individual life. I know students probably aren't thinking about having a family yet, but medical benefits are going to be a huge benefit in the future. But also, it's a sense of purpose, right? It's a brotherhood that's so valuable. Ask anybody that's in the military, right? They love the times that they spent with the other people that served, right? They can recount their boot camp experience. They make friends that were raised in an entirely different part of the country, and they value close to their heart. So it's very fulfilling to be a part of this organization, but also it benefits our own long-term goals. Absolutely. So,
the Columbia River boys basketball season has come to an end. The Rapids finished the regular season with a 12-5 league record and a second-place finish in the GSHL. The boys went into the state tournament as the 11th seed and got a dominant win over Clover Park in the first round. The Rapids will then take down Sela in the round of 12 and Pullman in the quarterfinals, but unfortunately the boys would come just short of a championship game due to a buzzer beater by Bremerton's Jalen Davis. Overall, the boys had a great season and look to go even further next year.
Turning to spring sports, boys soccer have their first game tomorrow at Puyallup. Our CR Sports Chief Correspondent Isaac Thompson reports on their goals for that game and the season as a whole.
The boys soccer season is just about ready to start up. They take on Puyallup this Saturday in the first game of their season, where they hope to start it off on a high note.
Puyallup's a really good team, and we kind of come from a league that isn't as challenging as other leagues, so for us to start out with a game like that, it's just going to overall build like a really good mindset going into the season. I think it's super important that we go into the game knowing that like we're a really good team, and as long as we work together that we can find success. So we've been really just trying to build chemistry with each other in practice, build out from the back, make connections with our midfield and forwards. So yeah, we really just trying to learn each other's play style and prepare for the game.
The boys are coming off an incredibly strong season from last year, where they took home the state championship after taking down North Kitsap with a score of 4-1. Despite losing multiple impactful seniors, they still have high hopes for a very successful season.
I mean, overall, every year for us, the goal is to win state. It's going to be a lot more challenging this year. We have a completely new team, but yeah, like our coach always says, we have a ceiling, and that ceiling for us is always to win state.
And finally today, we'd like to congratulate Gracie Taylor and Mimi Cater for winning gold at the FCCLA State Leadership Conference in Spokane. They have qualified for nationals with their Promote and Publicize FCCLA project.
That is the news for this week. I'm Niles Cowan.
And I'm Nashawn Howard. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching.